Hi guys and gals, Shane Stevenson, Director of Museum Collections at the Buffalo Naval Park, and I'm standing on the port side of USS Little Rock, and I'm going to be highlighting some of the work that one of our staff, Mark Lazan, is doing along the edges of the superstructure. Okay, if we take a look at this deck, this is a composite deck that we had made in about 2015. If you've been here before, we always get a lot of questions about that. We do have some of the original teak, so don't worry about that we do have some teak stored. But here you see the 1960 superstructure. All right, so we put down new boards in 2015, new deck. Of course, this superstructure is from 1960, but the deck is from 1945. Of course, during her original construction in 1960, they really expanded out both the forward and aft superstructure. And so you're having 1945 steel meeting 1960 aluminum. And all along the base there, of course, you get rain, you get snow melt, and you have it collecting right at that intersection there. So, as I said, our staff, Mark, has been going through, lifting up the boards. I'm sorry, I'm standing right by a vent for the ship, so if it's a little loud. So I'm gonna show the work that he's been doing and go step by step. And he's actually been doing this all around the forward superstructure. So he's already taken care of the starboard side, come through here, and now he's on port. Okay, so let's zoom in a little bit. So this is the process. This is ready to be, as it dries, this will be ready to be painted, and then the boards put back on. All right, and this is a really important step because we don't want any water incursion into the fan, at least right here, the fan rooms, things like that. But even on the other side, where the OOD's office is, things like that. So the first step in the process would be actually removing of the boards, seeing the condition, and then actually scraping and wire brushing down all of that rust. So there was a long line of holes here. All right, and then cleaning up the holes, getting out all the rust, sweeping or vacuuming them up. All right, and then what you're doing is, after that, you're putting down a gel. A rust inhibitor gel. All right, and that kind of seals the holes. And then he lets that dry. Then he's putting down mortar or cement to fill that in. And then letting that dry, and then using the screen. All right, then he's using a screen like we see here. All right, and hopefully, ideally, then that soaks into the mortar. All right, and you can even see a little bit of it here, which is excellent. Right there. All right, and then after that, he puts on a skim coat. And that's where we are in the process now, is he's skim coated it. And then from there, gonna be repainting it, giving it another extra layer of sealant and protection, and then reapplying all of the boards. All right, and as you can see, he's about ready to tackle this area as well. Now this is already exposed. All right, but for this might just be laying down an epoxy, cleaning it, scraping it. If there's any holes, things like that, we see some degradation here, but all right, cleaning it and scraping it, laying down an epoxy, and then repainting it. And I'll walk to the other side and show you the good work that he's done already and what it looks like. And then he'll continue straight shot all the way down port, at least for the rest of the forward superstructure. So can't thank Mark enough for his work here as he's going through. All right, and let's take a look at some of the work that he's done on starboard. So you can see right here. It's a lot quieter without the vent, huh? All right. So there was actually a doghouse there that we had constructed at some point in the 80s. All right, and you can actually see the outline. We wanted to remove that to kind of bring back some of the historical fabric. All right, so we shut this hatch now. But you can see he removed all these boards, and you can really see it, yeah, along here. Right, you can see all that new epoxy and the new paint sealing it up. He's also come along here. Alright, this is that epoxy that I was telling you about, that little lip. Alright, just like we just saw on the other side. Alright, so he scraped this down and resealed it. And then we can't see it very much, but he's gone all along here as well. So removal of the first two boards, taking a look. So we've got a 1960 superstructure with aluminum meeting a 1945 deck from her original commissioning, and this is to help prevent that standing water from going in and out of the fan rooms, the OOD office, and then even into the interior spaces, passageways of the ship. I will be looking forward to it because on port is one of my collection spaces, and when you shut the lights off you can see a few holes leading right out to the weather deck, so I'll be looking forward as he heads aft on the port side of the superstructure. So I just wanted to give you a quick update about that. He's doing great work, and this will then, by the end of the season, hopefully seal up, at least on the main deck, the forward superstructure. So thanks very much, and we will see you again soon.